Are you interested in working for yourself, but on your own terms, without investors breathing down your neck to grow faster, or loads of team members and payroll to worry about? Well, then you could be in the market to become a solopreneur, a company of one, and that's you. And you can build a business in your own way. So if that sounds like something that's interesting to you, here are my 5 steps to starting on your successful solopreneur journey today. Hey guys, I'm Ellen and welcome to The Ask, the channel for entrepreneurial professionals. Here we help you decide and then plan your next career pivot or business idea so you can feel clear and excited about your future. Many hundreds of thousands of people around the world are leaving employment and many choose to work for themselves. And the ones who are successful tend to be the ones who've really thought about the steps they're going to take on their entrepreneurial journey and building it around what they uniquely know and are good at. These people have used their skill sets as designers, writers, sustainability experts. All of the skill sets that they already had have led them to building a really profitable, successful solopreneur business. And getting these 5 steps right can help you do the same too. So let's get it going. Step 1 when starting your solopreneur journey is knowing your why. It's cliche, but if you don't have a clear why, it's very unlikely you'll motivate yourself to go through the process. If you think about it, many people take years before they even take the leap, and then potentially more years before they're ever successful. Although it can happen overnight, know that the best businesses out there were built through time and patience. So if you have a really clear why, you're going to be patient enough to go through this journey and be successful at the end of it. So when it comes to your why, think about it in 2 ways. Your internal why. Why are you doing this? What do you care about? What's in it for you? Be selfish, like maybe it's money, time freedom, location freedom, to feel proud, whatever it is, make sure you're clear on those reasons because they're going to motivate you when it gets hard. Secondly, have an external why, something that makes you feel that it's worth doing this for others. Those others could be family members, it could be people in your community, people who you really want to serve. Having that double-edged why will keep you going through the hard times. Step 2 in your successful solopreneur journey in the early days is really knowing your strengths and skills and interests. With these in mind, you can build the perfect company for you. And we do that by understanding, first of all, natural strengths. So these are things that people tell you you're good at. You've probably been good at them since you were little. Think of it as like character traits. So maybe you're super sociable, charismatic, highly organized, analytical, great listener. These are the strengths that you want to consider. Secondly, have a think about your skills. Typically, these are skills you've learned through practice over time, be it in your career or outside of work. Maybe it's SEO or data analysis or copywriting. Think through all the hard skills that you bring to the table. Consider your interests. What is it that lights you up that you could spend all of your time doing? You may not be able to build a business around just doing this, but at least having this information is really going to help you think about a way you can build around these things. Are you a real big fan of certain books or politics, languages? What is it that excites you? A common pitfall here is thinking that you have to build a business using all of these things, but reality is that would be a bit of a hodgepodge of a business. So you're just looking for themes and ideas to get going with, and later we can refine that list. Leave a comment. What are the strengths, skills, or interests that you'd love to build a business around? Or if you already are, let us know. How did you end up there? The 3rd step in building a successful solopreneur business is knowing exactly what problem you're solving. You see, if it was just about your interests, your likes, your passions, it's great, but it might not be actually something other people will pay for. So identify a problem that has a real need in the market that's validated by other people who would pay to solve that problem. Business ideas are a dime a dozen, but finding the right problem for you and your solopreneur business involves really thinking about problems that are widespread enough that you can build a business around and find lots of customers, but also a problem that you have experienced. With real life experience of this problem, not only will you be able to relate better to your customers, but you'll also care more because when things get hard, as they will, at least you personally care about solving this problem, not just for your customers, but for a previous version of you. So go through your memory archives and think about all of the problems you've had that could potentially be business ideas to build around. In my experience, I knew how hard it was to just find a career that fit me. I spent many years finding that whole process really challenging, which is why I built The Ask. When you think about problems, know that most big problems that businesses build solutions for tend to come down to 3 core things. Number 1, money. helping people save more money, get more money, or just lose less money. A lot of businesses are solving the money problem. Another problem is relationships. Anything that can help people with their relationships is a great problem to solve. And then there's health. Anything that helps people to be or feel or look better can be a great business problem. So you'll be thinking, there are loads of businesses that don't solve those problems directly. Yes, but if you go layers deeper, often you'll find that they do help those particular problems in some way. Even makeup helps people look better, might help their relationships, might help their confidence and get a pay rise at work. Step 4 is the business model. How are you going to make money? Without money, you just have a hobby. So let's think about how you can actually charge more for the product and service you want to bring to the market than it costs you to make, because you have to make a profit. When you work for yourself, this is not about the deep pockets of VC investment to just churn away, acquire customers and hope that you get profit one day. No, you need to think about profit from the beginning. And so consider how you're going to actually make money from your venture before you even get going. Are you going to be charging for your time, for some kind of process or methodology? Are you going to be building something using research and development to create something unique? Understand what the market can provide for this product or service from a business model perspective and do some numbers. How long would it take you to get profitable? How many do you need to sell? Does that feel realistic? Go through it. Remember, these are just the initial steps to take on your solopreneur journey. There will be so many more as you get going, but master these 5 first and you're off to a good start. The 5th is where we think about this all in practical terms. Do your answers to these 4 questions make sense for you? When we talk about practicality, we're thinking, what resources do you have to bring to build this business? The more resources you have, the better equipped you'll be to be successful. Resources could be time. Perhaps you don't have a job, or you don't have family or dependents or responsibilities. What about money? Do you have money to invest in this business? Typically, you need to put something into your own business to get it off the ground. Consider how much money you have available for this venture. Think about your network. Do you have people in your network who are going to help you solve problems, find customers, be your customers? The more network you have as a resource, the better. And then what about reputation? Are you building around something you already are good at and known to be good at? Does your reputation precede you here? So if you already have a reputation doing the thing for your solopreneur business, it's going to be that much easier to sell your services going forward. So think about how practical is your idea from a time, money, network and reputation perspective, and how likely you are to succeed. Because if you don't have any time, any money, any reputation or any network, I'm sorry to say, it just might not be the right time for you or the right business for you to build and be successful. So we've covered the 5 steps. There is a download in the link which gives you questions that you can ask yourself so that you can really think through it properly. So go download that, it's completely free. And in the meantime, go and check out the other videos we have around planning your year so that you can actually turn everything you've done today into a plan for the year ahead. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.